Looking at the game, I thought they dominated the first half. I think the style of play and their matchup zone was really frustrating us. I think they did a really good job of switching and getting to the right matchup all the time in the first half. I think the only reason why we were really in the game in the first half is because we shot very well. We hit our threes and gave us a really good chance to stick around. So going into halftime, we were down 10, but we knew that we actually were only down by 3 or 4, depending on the situation, because of the point differential. So our mentality coming out was saying, forget the first half and say we're down by 4 going into the second half. I thought our third quarter defensively, I thought we dominated the third quarter. We shut them down. We made them take bad shots. We executed our offense really good, but they didn't go away. They came right back in the fourth quarter and they started playing really good basketball again. So it came down to a fight at the end, and you know, this would have been a different story, I think, if they only had to win by 7 points. But they had to win by, what was it, 10? 11. They had to win by 11 today in order to advance, so they had to rush a little bit at the end, and they had to foul us. So luckily for us, you know, we had the chance to win the game, and Anton Sachs came up with the biggest rebound of the year for us. By far. If he doesn't get that rebound, we don't advance. Either Sototelli does or they do. Tampereen does. This is a good team. This is a good team. I love what this coach does here. I think the stuff that he does it's innovative, it's new, it's fresh, and it's entertaining at the same time. So you guys are lucky. You have a good coach here who knows what he's doing, and I think you guys are going to have a hell of a year this year.
Did you change anything in the locker room?
Yeah, we changed how we were going to attack the zone, because the stuff we were doing at first, I don't think we got the real understanding of it. We were supposed to screen one side and come back right away and screen on the other side. We kept screening on the same side. So I had to clear out their heads and try something fresh and new. So what we did is we tried to overload a side and then go into the pick and roll. So, and it worked for us. It worked really well.
Think in the end of the match?
I think James was going to give me a heart attack by missing those 2 foul shots.
Oh.
James gave me a heart attack, and then Mickey followed it up and almost passed out in the court, but then Anton saved us. That's the feeling out there, because it felt like we had control, we had the foul. I knew they were going to foul us. They had to, because he's not going to just sit there and hope for a win and win by 8 points. This is a coach that wants to advance, so he's going to try to win by 11, or 10 we thought at the time. He's got to win by 10, so we knew he was going to come out and foul us. So I knew we had a chance. I knew the situation was in our own hands.
But what did you think when Juba took that foul?
I think that was a tough call to call it intentional, but it was called. And that scared me. That scared me big time, because we were in control of the game. Not control of the game, but we were in control of our own destiny. If we just kept the point total at where it was at that point, which I think it was only 2 points then, or 3 points, then we're in good shape. But also 3 points, right? Then they make both foul shots 5, and then they score right after that to make it 7. That was scary, and I know he was happy at that time. I'm not saying we're anywhere near peak. We're a long way away from being a peak team right now, and I don't think they are either. You know, I think as you progress, especially teams that are in Europe, it's really tough to have peak form, because you're concentrating so much on Europe. When you come back to your situations in practice and also in your native league, it's tough. It's tough to concentrate. It's tough to build motivation. It's tough to build that you start getting better. Usually what happens as a team, once you get out of Europe, we take off. You take off and you start dominating.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ville, can we first both in English and then in Finnish?
Yeah, congratulations to Coach Burke and the Dolphins. I think they deserved it. They had a chance to finish it off last week, and this week last week, if they were a little unlucky, this week they maybe got a little lucky. So especially that last rebound, and we were up 8. We had the 3-point shot in the air to make it 11. We missed, and then the other end, Lindqvist misses his free throw. It's an 8-point game. We know that if we get the ball, they have to foul and put us on the line, and that would have been perfect for us also to make it maybe 10 and then extend the game. But we messed up the end of the game in Södertälje. We gave up 2 unnecessary points, and the game in Norrköping we gave up it could have been 8, and in the end it was 11, and those things add up, unfortunately. And it's winning in Europe at home is great, but right now it doesn't feel like it. Samma på finska. Joo, se 3. jakso oli taas niin kuin vaikea. Mun mielestä toisen neljänneksellä me päästiin siihen juttuun, mitä me haluttiin tehdä. Ekalla niin kuin vastustajankin valmentaja sanoi, he heitti kolkit tosi hyvin. Ja toisen neljänneksellä sitten me jatkettiin sitä, mitä me tehtiin. Mun mielestä puolustettiin ensimmäinen puoli aika hyvin. Kolmas neljännes taas sama homma useammassa pelissä ollut jo, että vähän niin kuin intensiteetti tippuu ja kun tällaisia joukkueita vastaan intensiteetti putoaa, niin se näkyy taululla. Sitten hieno taistelu takaisin ja niin kuin sanoin, että 8 pinnaa kolkki ilmassa, 11 ei mennyt ja sitten sama vastustaja heittää 2 vapaa-heittoa ohi, 8 pinnaa eroa ja me ei saada sitä levypalloa siitä. Että kyllä tämä niin kuin tuskastuttavan lähellä ja niin kuin sanoin, että ottelun loput sekä Södertäljessä että Norrköpingissä, niin me annettiin siellä molemmissa oikeastaan 2-3 pinnaa niin kuin turhaa sellaista, että tehtiin vähän tyhmiä virheitä ehkä siinä lopussa, että tuli pallon menetystä tai otettiin turha virhe tai tällaista juttua, niin ne ei vaan valitettavasti kostautu. Että kyllä tämä aika katkeraa on, että voittaa kotona euroottelu, hyvä tunnelma ja kaikkea muuta ja silti fiilis on kaikkea muuta kuin hyvä.
Tänään yksi pelaajista, niin polivoiminen Kenny Lowe, aika kova peli Keniltä olosuhteisiin nähden. Kyllähän
harva yksijalkainen pelaa ihan noin hyvin EuroChallenge-ottelua. Kyllä on, niin kuin, hän on todellinen taistelija. Että upeasti ja toi vapaa-heitto ihan toi polvi nähtävästi haitannut. Että viivalle pääsi hyvin ja pisti pallot sisään. Lähellä oltiin, ei riittänyt.
Perjantaina kun täysin? 13.
Torstaina 13.
Joo, torstai.
Joo, toivotaan, että kaikki menee hyvin ja saadaan hänet mahdollisimman nopeasti takaisin mukaan.